Now for this artwork, I need you to make the most magnificent pose you know.
Alright.
It's beautiful!
Now that's comedy.
Oh wow, hey, it's been a while. So like with Xenoblade, there is another part to this beforehand, but I can do a summary of it for you all. So this hot guy beats up a bald dude while high on mac and cheese, then makes friends with two blondies and a talking cat, and they all share one brain cell to mentally destroy a pervert by dungeon crawling through his mind, all before stuffing their faces with meat.
Honestly speaking, that all sounds absurd. It's hard to believe that this is even worth listening to.
Oh, don't you worry, prosecutor, it's all true. But if you want more details, check the card description or pinned comment. So anyway, after stuffing ourselves at the buffet, we head towards the elevator where this bald man blocks our way. Wait a minute, this is that same guy who reported us to the police. His cronies assault Ryuji.
Hey.
Don't bother with him. What the hell was with that bossy guy? How rude!
So after a successful mission, we then agree to continue doing this line of work, changing evil people's hearts, as now we have our own fan website, because that dude who was beat up earlier is the owner of it and named it the fan site.
What are you looking at?
The usual site.
But at the moment, we don't actually know who to target, because we need to know which celebrity will get us more recognition. Man, this actually sounds like a YouTuber trying to work out which trendy things to talk about to get views. Good thing I'm talking about a 2-year-old game.
There.
But we have more important issues to deal with.
Don't we have an exam coming up?
Judging by that reaction, I'd assume you're going to struggle this time too.
It's not like you're any better. All you're good at is English.
I'd rather that than be bad at every subject.
Even your Japanese is questionable at best, Ryuji.
This doesn't really work with the English dub, eh?
No! For real?
Now, while this is going on,
What's questionable is whether you're really even a human. Good comeback, huh?
Let's discuss this with our fists.
which includes us absolutely destroying these mac and cheese burgers to increase our guts.
Jeez.
Things start to change at school, as the principal is under pressure to find out why his star teacher suddenly confessed. So he blackmails Makoto Nijima, the school council president, to spy on us, the most suspicious bunch, and see what we are up to. And first, she bans the rooftop of the school, meaning we also have to find a new hideout. Gee, thanks for making our life difficult. But before that, one new big aspect of the game is now open to us. Mementos.
Mementos.
Mementos?
Morgana tells us of this underground palace, which was created from the public's distorted desires, i.e. it's a randomly generated dungeon to help us level up between palaces. You get these requests on the fan site, where people just want to change someone from doing something wrong, and traverse the dungeon in a bus. Wait, how did we get a bus?
Morgana, transform!
Yes, we ride in Mona.
What?
Phoenix wanted to make their own princess.
Sorry, old man.
Now I know online, a lot of people don't like this place. But as usual, with my wacky tastes, I in fact love it.
Oh no!
It helps break up the linearity of the game with some creepy dungeon aesthetic. Oh, and by the way, don't think that because it's optional means that it's optional.
What the hell is that?
No spoilers, but just to make sure you spend a good amount of time here each month. Just a little tip.
Alright.
I mean, I don't know why people don't love this dungeon when you get to do this.
Gonna knock you out!
On the ground!
Die, you monster!
Bye, waifu!
So after we struggle with our test, we finally get introduced to the next character by showing him trying to creep on Anne.
You gotta be kidding me!
Don't worry. He's just a starving artist wanting to use Anne for modeling. Okay, that doesn't make it sound any better. So this is Yusuke, a very socially awkward person who is studying under the great artist Madarame. He asks Anne to be his model for his next work.
Okay.
What?
And to make her decision after seeing just how great of an artist his master is by going to his exhibit. Well, I mean, hey, free tickets are free tickets, am I right?
Uh-huh. That's right.
We head there the next day and see that his master is really good at art. Shocking, I know. And he somehow managed to excel at a lot of different art styles.
Indeed.
This is all very interesting, and when we head back to our hideout, which for some reason is a walkway in a train station, a public walkway?
Right?
No.
Well, anyway, we actually see posts online bad-mouthing Madarame, that he plagiarizes and that he abuses students. Shocked, we decide to pretend to accept the modeling job for Anne and head to Yusuke's and his master's house, since they live together as he sorta was adopted by him. We hopefully then can ask Yusuke what's the deal with the abuse rumors. And so we arrive at his place.
Is that it?
Our gang then confronts Yusuke about the rumors.
Are you serious?
He reluctantly pushes back our questions and instead shows us the Sayuri painting, one of his master's greatest works, which inspired Yusuke to even continue art. Undeterred, we instead just stand awkwardly outside his house and try to use the metaverse app to see if his master has a palace. Seriously, these goofballs really aren't good at thieving. I mean, Yusuke could just pull back the curtains and just see us sulking about.
Are you serious?
Well, guess what? Madarame does in fact have a palace. A big fat old gaudy museum filled to the brim with people. Using our thief get-ups, we sneak in to find out what Madarame actually thinks of his students, which we then learn the shocking truth. That he views all his students as tools. So you see, the reason he was able to get good with so many different art styles was because he plagiarized the students' arts, where they would make the art and he would take the credit, while offering them a chance to make it in the art world.
Oh no!
So back at our totally secret hideout, dear me, these four really are dumbos, they discuss trying to trick Yusuke into revealing why he's hiding the plagiarism by getting Anne to accept the modeling gig. So back again we go, just awkwardly waiting on the side while Yusuke tries to dodge our questions. He instead is more focused on painting Anne and reveals his true goals.
I will put my heart and soul into creating the best nude painting ever!
What?
Man, these artist people sure are crazy. I'm glad I'm not an artist.
Nude?
So Yusuke puts the offer again to Anne to model alone with him tomorrow, while we get tidbits that the only reason he's defending Madarame is due to owing him his life, and how he was the only one who cared for him after his parents died. Well, buddy, if you ain't telling us the truth, guess we gotta go and read your master's mind to mentally get him to confess.
Give it up!
No wonder Sei doesn't believe Joker when he tells her these things.
That's unacceptable.
So in we go. Now I said before, the palaces are very different to each other unlike earlier Persona games. As with this museum aesthetic, the enemies are now security guards, there are laser tripwires everywhere, and the whole place just feels like a stuffy real-world art museum, and I love it.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
And after a while, we reach a dead end with this huge locked door resembling a peacock. Roadblocked, we head back to the real world, where Mona tells us that while we were waiting with Yusuke last time, he snuck around and found this peacock locked door.
The darkness.
So to get to the point to open this door in his palace, we need to somehow make Madarame see that this door is unlocked in the real world, thus showing to his mind that the door is unlockable. Yes, this is complicated, I know.
Whoa.
Correct.
Which then means Anne's got to accept his offer for the modeling job.
What?
So that while he's distracted, Mona can sneak in and open the room, while us two guys are in the palace, waiting to go through.
What?
And so she accepts the nude modeling job. You're a sly one, Anne.
Right?
And through some horribly adorable bad acting from her,
Oh, it's so hot.
We really can't use any other room.
She manages to get Yusuke near the room when all of a sudden, Madarame comes home. Mona, however, snuck around and unlocked it, so all Anne needs to do is make Madarame visually see his treasure-locked door has been opened. We cut back to the boys,
What did you say?
and the lock breaks open, meaning they can sneak through to the checkpoint.
Let's go.
However, back in the real world, we see exactly what was in the room, and it's a whole bunch of the Sayuri paintings. Madarame, seeing no option to dodge Yusuke's questions, tells him that he's been struggling with his own art after the real Sayuri was stolen, and so he had his students make the art for him to sell and keep his prestige alive while he recovered. Mona, however, is wise to this nonsense and finds the real Sayuri painting still here, not stolen at all. Yes, this is the one artwork that keeps Yusuke going, and so seeing through his lies, and after Madarame calls for security, he runs after Anne and Mona, accidentally jumping with them into the metaverse. They land near Ryuji and Joker,
I'm reporting you to the police.
who then bump into the shadow Madarame, the evil one who rules the palace. I mean, I can tell you he's evil, just look at his hair. It just exudes powerful energy.
This energy's incredible!
He then reveals his plan to Yusuke, that he hid the real art to sell fakes for money. It was all about money and wealth to him. He didn't care about the art. All this lies getting exposed infuriates Yusuke, the kid who looked up to the man who took him in, the man who painted Sayuri, the reason for his artistic existence, and thus awakens his persona. We then battle his security while Madarame flees, after which Yusuke tells us his backstory, how he thought of Madarame as his father, and that he looked after his mother before she died. That amount of affection is why he denied all those rumors of him stealing art, even though he knew it was true deep down.
But after telling him that we are the Phantom Thieves,
Who change people's hearts, he begs us to let him join, as this is the right thing to do, to make Madarame confess for his crimes. We agree, and now we got this socially awkward tender boy Yusuke on our team.
By the way, what is this?
A cat.
But it's talking.
You have a problem with that?
And so, with a new party member, and a new big deadline being his art exhibit, we have to once again traverse the museum to steal his treasure. Now, the further we go, we see more unique aspects of the dungeon, with some really cool unique visuals such as these paintings we run into, or the staircase area with color-coded doorways. But eventually, the group finds their way to the treasure, which unsurprisingly is set up like a heist movie, behind glass and laser wires. Regardless, we now have completed the dungeon, but as we like to do our assignments early, we got plenty of time before the deadline, so that we can have fun being a Japanese high school student. Yes, I am watching a movie with my cat.
But why?
But as the deadline approaches, we, the Mac and Cheese Squad, send out the calling card to Madarame to materialize his treasure so that we can steal it.
Yup.
And thus, all the pieces are in place for us to steal the treasure. But oh no, Shadow Madarame stops us. That was so unpredictable.
Really?
He brings out the treasure to taunt us, which is the actual real painting of Sayuri, which has a baby in it, and reveals to us that in fact, Yusuke's mother painted it as a self-portrait, meaning that little baby is Yusuke. The reason why it was painted over in the real world's one was that Madarame, as the businessman, wanted to hide the baby to create some mystery to the painting, thus jacking up its price. And then to further enrage us all, he reveals that Yusuke's mother, who was very sick, had a seizure in front of Madarame. And not just that, but he just stood there and watched her die, so that he could steal her works and then adopt the baby Yusuke, who he assumed would have similar artistic talent to the mother, and then steal all of his artwork once he was older. All in all, just a really horrible human being. with the dumb hairstyle.
Calm down, okay?
And thus begins the boss battle. Madarame transforming into 4 paintings, which is honestly very unique and interesting for a boss battle, something which you'll see a lot recurring in this game. So the way the battle works here is to defeat the paintings, to then expose Madarame. And with the special attack, like with Ryuji in the first dungeon, I used Yusuke to smear ink all over his so-called art, thus allowing us to defeat him. Madarame then sniveling and defeated, begs for his life. Yusuke agrees only if he confesses to his crimes in the real world. This all plays out like in the first dungeon. However, Madarame asks us what happened to the other person, the one in the black mask. It seems like someone else wearing a black mask visited this very palace and made contact with Madarame.
But for now,
We know nothing of this and make our escape with his treasure, which is naturally the real Sayuri painting. And this is all done in the open, in front of everyone in the station.
Stop that!
And thus begins the waiting for Madarame to confess. So what can we do? Well, we can almost die at the doctor's, get rough and sweaty with our bro, make some coffee with daddy,
A what now?
go shopping with Anne, or meet up with Ryuji at school. Okay, buddy, what do you want? Wait. You want me, Mishima, and you all go call a maid together?
well, I didn't realize that my room was that dirty.
You moron!
And so yes, they call a maid service. We all gather in Ryuji's house, and when the doorbell rings, these dumbos get cold feet, leaving us all alone with the maid. Yeah, no, I don't want to go to jail.
Okay.
But of course, our 2 friends make so much noise outside, which causes the maid to identify them and then us. Because wait, our teacher, Ms. Kawakami, the one who hates her job, you're a maid? Providing services? Also, by the way, this opens a new confidence skill, and you need this for one of the best benefits in the game.
Oh yeah?
No, I'm serious. As I alluded to earlier, in the evening you can call upon her with the phone, and she comes into your room to clean, and sleep from exhaustion. I'll get into it later on because honestly her storyline is actually really interesting as you learn why she's working 2 jobs, one as a teacher and the other as your maid. So to help keep this quiet, and quite frankly she still wants to do this to get some money from you, you can keep calling her to clean your room, and in return she lets you skip class in school.
Sound good?
I mean, guess that's fair. I also find it amusing how it cuts back to Sei and Joker's like, do I really have to tell you my teacher was asking money from me to clean my room?
That's unacceptable.
But after a few more days, the TVs turn on with a sudden press conference of Madarame confessing to his crimes. However, the news broadcast this time mentions how the police are now investigating these so-called phantom thieves from the calling card. And that's perfect for us, because look at that exposure!
Whoa, this is impressive!
So when we meet up back at the totally secret hideout,
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden?
what do you know? Some police officers come sniffing around.
We were just discussing where we should go.
I gotta admit, Anne's fake terrible voice acting is so adorable.
So cute! Wait, what?
So we win and change the heart of another old man. And well, honestly, to me, this chapter and dungeon kinda felt a bit more rushed than the first one, and I guess the whole art stealing thing isn't as morally bad as what the perv was doing, but I still love Yusuke as a character and a party member, and the museum dungeon was still pretty fun to explore. But I think kinda the reason why it was a bit rushed is because they were introducing a lot more elements to the main plot, because as the group now, after that close call with the officers, to maybe get a little worried about their hiding spot, you know what, maybe, just maybe, we should change it up before someone... Oh no, wait. I forgot about the student council president.
Your ass is mine.
Trojan, RamZaes, Magnum, Sheik!